Yo, what's up, everyone? Back on some more PowerWash. This one, I think we're gonna start out with some furniture that we have in our, I guess you could say, backlog, because we got this cat climbing frame. That's cool. Then we got this rug, that's an interesting sofa, but sofa. Then we got a small chair and this other chair. So I think that's what we'll end up starting out with. But yeah, we got that to do, and then need to decide at some point if we're going to upgrade our washer or if we're going to wait. But yeah, this first piece shouldn't take too long, so let's get going, shall we? Hope everyone's doing all right. I myself been a bit busy, but not too shabby, I would say. Oh yeah, probably better get underneath as well. I was like, I probably should. Okay. It's mostly done. Not quite fully, but it is getting mostly done. Okay. There we go. Nice. That wasn't too bad. Question is, where do we put it? Yes. Put it there for now. Can we... No. Exit. Ah, there we go. Placement mode. So that's the, that one, this table. Huh. Can't move it. What? Am I too close? Huh. That's weird. You can't. Okay. How about this? No. It won't let you. Huh. But you can pick that up. Oh. Can move it a bit further. But that's weird. That it won't let you... See? Huh. Whoop. Not that one. Acoustic. Okay. See, like... It's weird. Okay. So we're in placement. See, like, you can move that. No problem. But for whatever reason, you can't move this. And this table. I wonder if you can... Let's recall that. Then the chair. Because for whatever reason, those two just would not move. I don't know why, honestly. Let's put that right there. Huh, that was weird. I don't know why it wouldn't move. This, guess we'll put it here. And then there was this table. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, so when it's like that, you can place it, but when it's... Okay. Yeah, that was honestly weird. And then there was that, colorful. I guess there? Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, I guess it was just kind of buggy. Oh yeah, we need to get the piano back out. But yeah, that was honestly kind of weird. Not gonna lie. And I fit it. Because I had it in here. Might have to, yeah. That there. That. And then let's move this. Okay. Yes, there. Then that there. I guess we could. Put that there. Don't really have a place for that table, though. But yeah, that was honestly kind of odd how it just, no matter what, those two pieces wouldn't move, no matter what I did. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Oh well. I guess it's time for another rug. But yeah, I was like, what? Alright, let's go. Good thing about the rugs, I will say, is they're very easy to do. And just about done. There we go. Nice. Love to see it. Alright, so we got a massive rug. Jeez. I guess we'll just put it... Actually, we could put it right there. Why not? Sure. And then our next piece... we can either... Well, we got 3 more. We got the sofa... and 2 small chairs. May as well do the sofa. Alright. Sofa shouldn't be too bad, since this is a little bit bigger, but not too bad. But yeah, I was kind of perplexed initially with that whole pieces of furniture not being able to be moved. But thankfully, when you push tab, you can just recall pieces of furniture. Thankfully, because I'm like, what's going on here? Not letting me do anything. Alright. Then probably underneath, I'm guessing. Looks okay. Is there anything? Here we go. And then, ta-da! Oh, we got that done. Yeah. Kind of run out of space. Too many big sofas. Though there's nothing saying that we have to use them all, honestly. So we might actually get rid of some furniture. But we'll get to that at some point. So let's work on this small chair. Yeah, that really is a small chair. Not going to lie. I thought it'd be at least a little bit bigger, but no. I was like, okay. Definitely, I knew it said small chair, but it was like still smaller than I was expecting, honestly. There we go. Nice. That seems like a... Can I place it there? No, it does not seem like I can. What about here in the corner? Huh, that works. And then the final small chair. A little bit bigger than that other chair, but it's still small. Alright. Okay, and then obviously we'll still need to do the bottom side. Ta-da! And that's the whimsical small chair done. I kind of like that one, not gonna lie. So I think we'll put that actually right here. So apart from this one, well, those two sofas, really, for being honest, I think I like where everything's at besides the two sofas. Probably could get rid of one of the chairs and put... we could probably do that. Just might be a bit too wide to fit in between there, though, is the only thing. And that's kind of odd spot, but well, all things considered, happy with where most everything's at. But now we got a big job ahead of us, and we gotta do it. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Hey, Squeak. Can't forget about you either, Bubbles. And here's Mama. Hey, Ulysses. But yeah. So we done quite a few jobs. Oops. Not sure what number we were on, but theoretically, if you counted them all, you could find out how close you are to the end of the game before any additional content gets added. But we've done quite a bit. So if my math is right, I think this will be either number 26 or 27. And we're doing as you can see, it says Solar System Exhibit. And that's something I'm actually not going to lie, I'm excited about. I'm a big old lover of anything having to do with space. So that's honestly sounds like a good time to me. Kind of like the last job where we were cleaning that mini roller coaster. So I'm like, ooh, you're telling me like 2 jobs in a row that thematically speaking, I'll love. I was like, ooh. So besides that, I do see it's going to pay quite a hefty bit. The only thing is, I'm contemplating on getting the Prime Vista Pro and then getting the triple red nozzle. I'll just need to enter the job first to see how big the area is. Because if it's not too big in the area, then I might actually go for it. But we'll see. So I guess we better head off to the exhibit to see how big this job is and see if up and ante on interactivity. Ooh, at the museum, eh? Annual Great Chocolate Giveaway. Chocolate giveaway. Yeah, may take a while, but I don't mind helping. So let's see how big this place is. Oh. See, like, I can already see, like, right here. You might, honestly, be able to... Because you don't have any scaffolding is the thing. Ooh, that's cool. Oh. Because that could be the only problem. Oh. Ah. Then you could just parkour your way around. Whoops. Accidentally fell off there. But yeah, you could like literally parkour your way up. Okay. Ah, our friend. You know what? I think we're going to do it. We're going to finally get the triple red nozzle. Because you got the... Okay. Closed door. I wonder if it's just one area or if it's like a multi-stage sort of thing. We're doing it. Oop, wrong button. And I could always sell it back if I changed my mind. but we're going to do it. And we're back to being broke. The only thing we could afford is a short knob. Well, a short extension. So we could theoretically do that. It's 1. So let's go here and... All right. And then... triple red nozzle right there. Okay. Ooh. Cool. I haven't used this in ages. Not since the first game. Oh. That's cool. Might be better to get this. Like, would it be able to? Oh. I've missed this one. It's like, the only problem would be probably, I'll probably do the planets down here first. And then, by the time we get our way around to, like, the roof, well, ceiling, rather, should have some more money, and we could, theoretically, buy some more attachments, like, could they already buy the, short, but might save up for, so that's the turbo. Okay. And then that's the adaptable one. Oh, that's for the extreme. So we could do the short attachment, but might honestly hold off and just wait, all things considered. Okay. I think that's what we'll end up doing. We'll wait and see. But I think we'll start off by doing the planets and such that are on the ground. But oh, I've missed the triple red nozzle. Sounds good though, I will say. Yeah, the good thing about the triple red nozzle is while it is a bit more focused in this area that it cleans, it is also a attachment that will 100% clean anything. So once you get the triple red nozzle, it's like you literally will not need soap ever again. Nothing wrong with using soap, but yeah, it's like if you kind of like to do this without, well, jobs without using soap, this is like the sort of attachment you need. There we go. That one's pretty big. We'll go this way. And that one was, yeah, I thought it was Mars. Because I could have swore I seen Mars. Oh yeah, there was a ladder there. So it's like, theoretically, if you didn't want to do parkour up without using a ladder, you can do it that way. Or if you want to take the easy way out, you could try using a ladder as well. So that's cool. All right. But yeah, I'm glad I made a decision. Because this is going to make life so much easier. Because anyone who's ever played this game, whether you realize it or not, the triple red nozzle is the go-to once you get access to it. Obviously, yeah, it does take some time before you get access to it, but it's like once you get it, it's like nothing else matters. It's like literally that good. There we go, that's done. That piece is done. Probably a little bit. Yep. There we go. There. Oh. What's this one? This one is showing, is it Earth? Yeah, it is Earth. Okay. That's cool. Because I thought it was just another planet. I mean, it is another planet, mind you. but it was like, oh, it's showing the inside of the planet as well on this particular one. And so I'm like, huh, showing the inside, eh? I was like, could it be Earth? And sure enough, I was right. It was Earth. Moon actually moves. All right, Ryzen, what you got to say? Buy out of the moon. A moon. Shouldn't be spinning like that either. Huh. Yeah, I noticed it was spinning, but I was like, oh, it's spinning. And then Ryzen was like, it shouldn't be spinning. I was like, oh, really? You can see those kids were pearl as you like. That's hard to say with kids. Seemingly, like, it probably was the chocolate. Since chocolate was indeed involved here. Well, that may be for you, but yeah, if I had to put my money on it, I would say it's probably the chocolate. And not necessarily because it's just chocolate. It's like chocolate has a fair bit of sugar. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say it was the chocolate as opposed to the exhibit. But if it helps you sleep at night, sure. It was totally the exhibit that they were excited about. And not the chocolate coursing through their bloodstream. Okay. So that's done. Alright. Definitely a little bright in here. Once I actually... Ooh, right here. There we go. So we got the pedestal done. Earth is almost done. Is it the tippy top? Yep. I think, so the crust isn't quite done. Now it is. There we go. I thought there was something that was a part of the Earth that I was like, wait a minute, I think I'm missing something. And sure enough, I was. Alright. We may as well do this. Saturn. Kind of hard to miss Saturn, as big as it is, but another distinguishing feature for anyone who doesn't know, another feature that's prominent of Saturn is its rings. So the rings are basically a collection of asteroids and other material, but that's how you can, if someone shows you a picture of all the planets, and say, it was like, all right, which one's Saturn? It's like, well, it's clearly that one, the one with the rings. But yeah, obviously, I'm a bit of a science guy, so that's something that I personally know about. But yeah, it's like, but not everyone knows that Saturn has rings like that. So it's like, it's not one of those, oh, I can't believe you didn't know that. I was like, some people just don't know. And just because someone doesn't know, it doesn't mean we should yeah. Try to and shame them. Because what may be common knowledge for some people may not be for others. So it's all about trying to educate people. But yeah, I am indeed glad I did go ahead and upgrade to the Prime VESA Pro as well. And get the triple red nozzle. I love it. It does sound a little bit different from the first game, by the way. And if you never played the first game, it's understandable. But I do recommend the first game if you're into this kind of game. The better gameplay experience, I would say, is 2. But even so, PowerWash 1 is still fun in its own right. And yeah. But yeah, I always, once I got access to the triple red nozzle, it's like, oh my god. I was like, I can't use anything else other than the triple red nozzle once I got access to it. Because it's literally, works so well that you don't need soap or anything ever again. And it's like, once you get this, it was like, well, why do I even bother using soap? Okay. Nearly done with the top side of the rings. And then after we are done with the top side, obviously we'll need to do the bottom half of both the planet and the rings. Okay. I think we're more or less done with the top half. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying how easy it is to clean now. Since I did upgrade washer and get the triple red nozzle. Okay. Definitely makes life a lot easier once you get the triple red. Do you have to do it? Like, use it? No. Not necessarily. But it does make it a lot easier once you actually upgrade to it. Plus, who knows? Maybe there's people out there that want to try and beat the game. Like, when I see beat the game, I do every single level with the default washer. And if they want to try that out, that's something you can do. Might take you a while to get it done eventually, but it's not impossible. It's just you gotta be ready that it might actually take you quite a while before you actually get done. But yeah, I'm so happy. That's 2 PowerWash levels in a row where I got happy. The last time I got happy was talking about possible DLC that PowerWash 2 could do, and it was about the idea of them maybe doing a Scooby-Doo DLC. And so that's what made me happy during the mini roller coaster level. And then obviously now I'm happy that I got my beloved triple red nozzle attachment. Planet's done now. Get this pedestal done, I guess. There we go. Pedestal done. I guess the rings are next. There we go. And that's Saturn done. But yeah, I was like, this game just makes me happy in general, I guess you can say. Regardless of whatever it is, this game tends to just put me in a good mood. I know, who would have thought? Me, as someone who likes to play PowerWash as much as I do, it's like, it just makes me happy like that, honestly. Alright. Because it's honestly pretty cool that not everyone is able to easily find a game that just they just vibe with. Sometimes it takes a while before you find that type of game that you just, as some people would say, vibe with. Because that's why I enjoy PowerWash as much as I do. You go at your own pace, play as much or as little as you want. You don't get penalized. you can go hardcore on it, like play a whole bunch, or not much at all. So I think that's why I like it as much as I do. But yeah, I do quite enjoy the freedom that Future Labs, which is developers who make this game, they don't try to handhold you. I mean, sure, they don't make it as hardcore as this game probably could be, because they care about players having a good time as opposed to enjoying the game how they want gamers to play. They're like, no, it's like, we're going to give you these options and tools and whatnot to play our game, and regardless of how you play it, as long as you enjoy the game, then that's what matters, which is pretty cool. Because a lot of games, I don't say a lot of games, but a fair amount of games are actually end up holding your hand like that. Whether for better or worse is up for debate, but a lot of games do that, unfortunately. I mean, I don't mind having my hand held like that every now and then, but sometimes it's just genuinely nice figuring things out on your own, and if you're that stuck, then you can always try looking up in a guide, or maybe if you got a friend who knows how to get past what you're struggling with. So there's nothing wrong with either scenario, but I do think it's a good idea to at least give the player the option. Oops. Instead of forcefully holding every gamer's hand. Though, depending on the person, sometimes some gamers need to have their hands held, I will say. But yeah, it's refreshing to see us as gamers being given the option of like, hey, we can hold your hand if you want, but it's not required. And so I always did like that about games like this, because that's what matters to me the most, is like you giving nice, the satellite's done, the player the choice. I have always been a big proponent of choice, so we're working on Mercury now. Okay. But yeah, there are some games where it's like so open world, it's like, oh my god, I have no idea what I should be working on. And that's those big source open world games are where I kind of tend to be like, okay, you can hold my hand a little bit for now. At least until I get the hang of this massive world that I'm in. Because some games be honestly too big. And it's like, oh boy, it's more like a, what is it? Decision paralysis, I think it's what it's called. Where you have so many choices that you honestly don't know where to start. The Mercury's moon. No, just Mercury. I was going to say Mercury's moon, but I was like, wait a minute. That don't sound right. I was like, no, it's just Mercury. Because it honestly looked like a moon. And so that's why I'm like, wait a minute. Mercury's moon. Why am I saying that? So the pedestal's done. There we go. Mercury's done. But yeah, it was like, it honestly looked like the Earth's moon. And so that's why I started saying Mercury's moon. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. I was like, no. I was like, ah. Okay, so now we got Neptune, who's up next. All right. So we'll do this. There we go. Display's already done. Surprisingly. Kind of surprised it got done as quick as it did, honestly. And do the underside. Okay. Alright. Then go to this side. Get the pedestal done first, so I don't have to worry about it. Alright. There we go. Looking good. Might have to hop on top though to get that top a little bit, and maybe this back side as well. Or, apart from that, should be able to get most things done. Alright. Yeah. Maybe a tight squeeze back here, but I think we should be able to get most of it done. Alright, time to climb up top, I guess. Alright. There we go. Alright. Trying to get everything. Yeah. A little bit right here. There we go. Now we got everything. Yeah, being on the close to the wall and made it just a tiny bit challenging. But then obviously you got the sun in the center. Obviously. Now we're working on the funny name, Uranus. Well, the proper pronunciation is Uranus, but you know, we all like to say Uranus. But either way, it's like however one likes to pronounce it. That's what we're working on now. Quite dirty. Wink, wink. Alright. Okay. Alright. Guess we'll go to this side now. So display is done. Probably work on the pedestal. Much like we kind of did on Neptune. Go to this side now. Get this back side. There we go. Pedestal is done now. Do the top side. Then once we finish the top side, we'll probably have to parkour to the tippy top. Get what we can from the ground floor. Then once everything is done on the top side, then we'll start working on, I guess, the bottom half. There we go. Alright. Okay. Alright. And keep in mind, since it's only the top half that we're doing, neither the rings nor the planet will actually ding. Not at least until we do the bottom half. Okay. Looking good. But yeah, I think since we did upgrade, I think it actually shouldn't be too long. or as long as it could have been if I didn't upgrade, in terms of how long this job is actually going to end up taking. So it's definitely not going to be a quick job, but it will be a job that will be a bit done a bit quicker since we did obviously upgrade. And there's still a little bit right there. Then I think it was to the back side. Yeah, there we go. So then we got that done. So we already done Mars, Mercury. Obviously Pluto's not a planet. Without looking at it, I'm trying to figure out what's this next one. Can't remember if we done Saturn. Or could it be Jupiter? I'm going to take a guess, and it's Jupiter. Yeah, got it. I was like, oh my god. I was like trying to challenge myself. I was like, okay. I was like trying to remind myself. I was like, what are some of the bigger planets in our solar system? I was like, then I finally got it. Proud of myself for getting it. Because I bet you not many people would have been like, had any idea. And I had a few ideas. But I'm like, Okay, so that's need to do the backside. So that's done. But yeah, I was honestly proud of myself with that one. So that one was the fact that I actually got it before actually looking at it. I was like, nice. Okay. There we go. Then we'll probably work on this rocket and rocket trail after we do the planet. How much money do we have, by the way? Okay, we're in the 700s. And if we wanted to get all the attachments, well, the short, long, and extra long, we would need 1750. So we'll definitely have enough before we finish this job. But yeah, if we want to do all the attachments, then it'll be 1750. No, that's the... Sorry, I was looking at the 3000, not the Pro. Sorry about that. Pro, we need 2250. I think that'll be 2625 if my math is right. So, will we be able to buy them all? If nothing else, we could probably buy at least 2 of the 3. But it might be a little close. Well, actually, no, this job pays 3,500. So no, we will be actually able to buy everything. So I think we'll be able to buy all the attachments for short, long, and extra long, I think. If my math is right, which I think it is. Okay. But yeah, it looks like some of these spots, if I was using, say, like the previous urban, if I was using the urban one, it probably would have some trouble with that. Not the brown, but like where it looks kind of cosmic looking. I think it might have some trouble with it if I didn't buy what I bought. So, Okay. May as well. Ooh. Is that dirt? No, it's not. I thought this right here, the like dark brown right here, I thought that was actual dirt that wasn't coming up. I really did. I was like, ooh, there's something not coming up. I thought, oh, no. Never mind. It already came up, but it's just I thought something that was dirt wasn't. The oops. But yeah, I do wonder if there will be another area that opens up after we do this big old massive area. Because I haven't really decided what I'll do next after we do Jupiter and the rocket that's around it. Because obviously you have the ceiling and then you have the sun. But what I'm thinking of doing is after Jupiter and rocket, maybe do the wall next. That's what I'm thinking of going. Okay. What does that say? XO Stellar? Stellaris. XO Stellaris Industries. Okay, I guess. Huh. Alright. I was wondering what it was in the name it was trying to say. I was like, what does it say? I was like, ah. I was like, that's what it says. Because I wasn't too sure initially. Oh, the rocket's done now. So that's something. Plant's not done yet, though, I will say. Obviously, we'll need to get to the tippy top of the planet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the planet. It's kind of annoying me that I was like, planet is still not done. I was like, alright, planet, your time's coming. Looking good. Just about done with the planet. Alright. There we go. Planet's done. I guess we'll do the rest of this top side. Then we'll go from there. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Then, did I? Was it the inside? Not sure. Just a little bit right there. Ah, that's what I'm missing. I was wondering where the dirt I was missing was at. Ah, there it is. Ta-da! Besides the sun, which is a star and not a planet, we got all the planets done. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll do the wall next. And I think we'll actually end up starting that here. We'll start here. I wonder if this opens up after you do all of this. I do wonder about that. But yeah. All right, let's go. Nice. Okay. Exit. Okay. Since it's the exit, probably not. I wasn't sure if it was going to open up or not. But since I see it says it's the exit, then I'm like, probably not then. But yeah, part of me does wonder how long this job would take if I decided to not buy this washer and attachment and wait till after the job to buy it. And I just stuck with the Urban X, what was it called? Urban X Max. Part of me was like, was kind of curious. I'm like, I wonder how long it would take. Obviously, I'm not going to try and find out, but I was like, part of me does wonder. I was like, I wonder how long it would end up taking. And I will say it does have decent range. Even without using any short, long, or extra long attachments, it's pretty good, all things considered. So it's not like you have to feel like you need it. It's like, as long as you're within reason, it's actually not too bad, I will say. Okay. Then that's something else. It probably counts, yeah. It counts. I was going to say it probably counts this as that. So yeah, we'll go ahead. Do that as well. But yeah, I do like the range on it. Because I don't even have the short attachment. It's like I could buy the short, but I haven't even bought the short yet. So, not too shabby. Okay. Alright. Okay. No, that doesn't count. So, okay. Making sure. Alright, now this side. But yeah, looks like the wall and ceiling is going to be what takes up a lot of time. Which it'll be alright. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Alright. Looking good. Instead of constantly just go like that way, then that way, then that way, then that way, I'm just keeping it the one way. I'm kind of going back and forth at times, so I was like, I'll just keep it on the one direction. Nice. Got that done. Okay. No. Alright, I guess we'll do that now. Because even though I say I'm going to do the wall, it's like technically touching the wall. So I'm like, May as well. And the pillar will count as well. So we'll be doing the pillar as well. So yeah. Yeah, we're not even 20% done. And we've been going for a little while, I will say. Though we did start out with the furniture, but even if we didn't start out with the furniture, I think this job would still take a fair bit of time, which is alright. Nothing wrong with a job taking a little bit. The bright side is it gives us a bit more money than, say, the last job. So, I do like the wall, I will say. I do like it. I can definitely get behind that. I guess I should do that. Should I do that outer cornice? You know what? Nah. We won't do that. I was going to, but I was like, nah. We'll wait till whenever we start working on the ceiling to do that. Because I had to move. I was like, do we or do we not? I was like, Okay. Very good. Yeah, gotta make sure we do both sides. It's just wide enough that you can't quite do it from one side. Maybe, if you're lucky, right here. If you're right smack dab in the middle, but if you're not right in the middle, it's like, it can possibly miss something, I will say. So, it's alright. Moving from side to side. Not the biggest thing in the world. Okay. Alright, so that's done. Alright, back down here. But yeah, I think we're making decent progress. Oh yeah, this little section right here. May as well. Okay. Alright. Quite a bit before. Yeah, okay. But yeah, this part is a bit more streamlined. Yeah, the planets were fairly easy enough. It's just kind of, yeah, have to do a bit of moving around to make sure you actually get everything. Okay. Alright. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Once you get to the smoother, bigger sections, because it doesn't require you to move around too terribly much, I would say. Okay. All right. Guess we'll continue down here now. At least until to the pillar. Okay. But looking good so far. And that's probably where we'll stop, at least on the bottom portion. Okay. Nice. Then we'll just stick with this wall, and then once that's done, we'll start working on the pillar. All right. Not bad. How much money do we got? Just under 1,000. Okay. Not too bad. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying doing these walls, I will say. This is like actually quite satisfying when to work on the wall. Alright. There we go. That's done, so I guess we'll do just a little bit of this. Okay. Now that that's done, now the pillar. Alright. Okay. Nice. That takes care of that. And then start working. Oh, got our first planet in the way. So we'll work on this down here. Good. Like I was saying, work down here, but keep in mind that we will have a planet in our way a bit. Case in point right there. I think that's enough. Oh. I guess we'll start by doing underside. And then if we want, we could hop on top of the rings if we want to. Don't have to, but it's like we could if we wanted to. So we'll see what we actually end up doing. Haven't really decided. Alright. Okay. Alright, back down. Underneath the rings. Okay. Then let's go over here. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we'll have a few of those planets getting in the way, but it's not the biggest woe is me. So it'll be all right. That's why I'm not really complaining about it too much. It's like, is it ideal? No, but at the same time, it's not the biggest issue. So I'm like, oh well. But I'll be alright. Okay. And I guess we'll just, yeah. We'll just hop on top. It'll just be easier. I obviously got the frames for it. It's just it'll be a bit easier. There we go. That section's done. Now we got the do a little bit of this, and then we'll work on the pillar. Alright, that's done. I guess we'll work on this lower bit first. Oh, we're at 20% finally. Have a nosy at the info. Oh, I've been looking occasionally. I haven't done anything really with the sun at the center, but I will. Trust me, I will eventually. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to start working on the wall now. But at least we finally made it to a fifth of the way there. Yeah, when I was working on the planets, it was like, while some were small and some were big, when you're working on the smaller stuff, it can sometimes feel like you're not making much progress. It's not until you start doing these bigger areas like I'm doing with the walls, it's like, oh, okay, now it feels like I'm making progress. It do be feeling like that sometimes, I will say. Alright. Okay. Alright. But yeah, I think we're doing okay, all things considered, progress-wise. But yeah, I think I may or may not know if I'll need to buy any of the length attachments before we complete this level. The thing that kind of gives me pause is up here. That I'm not really sure about. But everything else hasn't felt like I'm going to need either like short or long or extra long. Okay. Well, I will say the bright side about Neptune is I don't have to deal with or contend with any rings or whatever. That is the bright side about Neptune, is I don't have to contend with any rings like Saturn had. So that's cool. Sure, Neptune's a big old thing, but at least I don't have to deal with Neptune and rings as well. So that's always good. That's all taken care of. Do a little bit over here. And ta-da! Get this pillar done. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we'll work on the bottom bit first. I'm sorry, I could work on the wall first this time, but I thought, yeah, we'll keep working on the bottom bit first. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Work on this, like, little edge right here, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Alright. Jeez. I've been working on these walls, and at best, it looks like I'm only about halfway. I said, geez. Now I thought I'd be getting towards the end by now. Goodness me. But we'll get in there slowly. We're just about a quarter of the way there, so it's something if nothing else. But yeah, it's definitely taken some time. Alright. Okay. There we go. But yeah, it's funny, like Roizen, however you say the person's name, said there was a chocolate giveaway, but I'm like, most of this dirt is like black. I mean, sure, you have the occasional brown, but I'm like, most of this looks black. I was like, are you sure it is chocolate? Can't help but wonder. There we go. Now we got this pillar to do. Well, we'll do a little bit of that, but we got the pillar to do, and then we got, you really are anus being in the way like you are. Wouldn't be as bad if there weren't no rings, but it was like, since it has rings on it, it was like, ugh. Do that. Yeah. Try a different method. Since obviously we got something in the way. So I was like, let's try a different method. So I thought I'd try this out. Seems to be working well, I would say. Okay. Then go back to the other side, and yeah, I think that actually ended up being not too bad. Nice. All right. Okay. Should I? Sure. Why not? Was thinking about going all the way to the other side on this section. I was like, I'll just go ahead and start working on the walls some. Alright. But we're looking good so far. All things considered. I might lament that we still got quite a bit of wall to go. But besides that little fact, I'm like, I think we're doing okay. Hate to imagine how long this job would take if you were using a lesser washer, and because oh boy, that would be quite the daunting task trying to do this with a lesser washer. Not impossible, mind you, but it would definitely be time consuming. There we go. Alright. Animated, but alright. Good. Alright. Okay. There we go. Question is, will that rocket get in the way? Looks like maybe a little bit, unfortunately. Did it last time. Oop, there we go. Had to move up a little bit. Alright. Okay. Whoop. Alright. But yeah, I haven't talked about it yet, but I decided that I wanted to do this level without music. Yeah, sometimes I like to change it up, use different kinds of music, and then other times I change it up by just like no music. I mean, I know depending on the type of game, it's like I'm not someone who just uses music for the sake of music. It kind of just depends on what sort of, not quite enough money, but getting close to having enough. But yeah, I'll use music if it makes sense, and if so you could do short and long, okay, but not quite. Probably what I would do is to get the long first, if I'm being honest. Okay. But yeah, I'm not someone who will just use music in everything. has to make sense. Like, for example, if I'm playing some kind of horror game, for example, I'm not going to use soothing music. Totally goes against the vibe of said game, so it's like, it really depends. It's kind of the same way on whether I use a camera or not. It's like I can, but it's like, are you really watching a PowerWash video just to see the person's face, or are you here for the sounds and the satisfaction of seeing dirt get washed away? And so that's kind of why I don't really use the face cam on PowerWash. I think I might have used a face cam before on the PowerWash, but I'm like, it's just, if it makes sense, I'll use said thing. It just gotta make sense for me personally. Because I've never been one to just use something just for the sake of using it. I like, has to make sense to me. So, say like, if I'm playing a multiplayer game, then yeah, for sure, I'll use a face camera. But I probably wouldn't use music. Probably not. But yeah. It just really depends on what I'm playing, honestly. On what I use and don't use. So I don't have a set, like, okay, no matter what game I'm playing, I gotta use this thing and this thing. No. If it makes sense, then I'm using it. And that's how I've always gone about things. All right. Go back down here and start working down here. But yeah. Okay. Almost there. May as well. I wasn't going to, but I'm like, oh, I'm almost in the middle there. I was like, may as well. All right, there we go. Every time I see that little area right there where the crosshair is pointing at, I keep thinking that's dirt. It keeps throwing me off every time I look anywhere near this rocket trail. It always makes me think that's going to be dirt. I was like, nope. I was like, I have to remind myself. I was like, it's not dirt. It looks like dirt. Seems like dirt, but it's not dirt. Alright. So I keep having to remind myself. I'm like, no, it's not dirt. So yeah. Yeah, it just, yeah, I just keep thinking it's dirt every time I see it. I was like, so I have to constantly remind myself that that is most definitely not dirt. All right. Okay. How many wall sections? Oh, we're just about there, thankfully. So that's good. Nearly there. Thank goodness. All right. Then we'll work down here a little bit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, sure, why not? Been doing it that way the last few fillers, so I was like, why not? May as well. Okay. Looking good. Nice. All right. Okay. Do more of this bottom section. All right. May as well do the whole section since I'm at it. Alright. Okay, not quite enough for the long attachment though. Nearly. Oh well. I was hoping it was there, but not quite. Wonder how long the ceiling is going to actually end up taking. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it. I was like, I wonder how long that's actually going to end up taking. Because I think I'm going to do the ceiling last. And since I'm going to do that last, that got me thinking. I was like, since that's going to be the last thing I clean, I was like, how long? Honestly, not sure how long that's going to end up taking me, if I'm being honest. So, we'll find out before too long, I guess, because we still got to do the floor, which is honestly quite a bit, and then this center bit as well. So not sure. There we go. Okay, not bad. Oh yeah, I never did. Alright. May as well. I mean, it's the floor, but I may as well. There's that. Alright. Then move that this way. Alright. Looking good so far. Nice. All right, we got the pillar to work on now. Okay. All right. That's that taken care of, and now we just got this wall section to do. Since we had already finished that outer wall base. There we go. I think that's all the walls. Well, outer walls, at least. Outer walls. Yep. Good. We didn't miss any of the outer walls. Milky Way floor trim. This ain't? Dang. What's that? Huh. Just wonder if that thing opens up. Start exhibit. Turn on floor. Ooh. You know what? My curiosity is getting to me. Oh. That's cool. Didn't realize that actually rotated. Wait a minute. I could have made certain things easier. Huh. Okay. Is there anything else that turns on? Don't look like it. Ice giant planets. Hmm. Oh, I bet you. It wouldn't surprise me if there's you gotta get them all in the right area. Oh, okay. Exostellaris Industries. Oh yeah, I see the line. Over Saturn and Jupiter are there. Then Earth is there. Huh. Sorry. I got a little distracted here. Then it stops right on the dot. So it needs let's see. Here's here's obviously Earth. But I don't see no line. Because I think I've seen a line a few times. So Earth needs to be about around here. No, not yet. I mean, it's close, but it's not quite there. But yeah, there's no line right here. Okay. Just a little bit more. Sorry. I think that's close enough. But yeah, I was like, I kind of got distracted there. That's... Huh. That's curious. Okay. Sorry about that. I got a little distracted. Because if I grab that, where does it go? Up there. I mean, obviously, you don't really need to. So, what do we work on next? That's the question, honestly. I'm thinking of doing the floor. Like the exhibit floor, the part that rotates. I'm thinking of doing it. Just curious, what does that say? Okay. Do not use unless authorized. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the floor next. Ooh. I thought that was like dirt that wasn't coming up easily. I was like, wait a minute, no. This triple red nozzle, everything should come up. And I was like, oh, it must be an asteroid belt. Like, gotcha. I didn't even realize. That that asteroid belt was the asteroid belt. I was like, initially I thought it was just dirt. I was like, oh wait a minute, I don't think that is dirt. Like, I see now. I was wondering, I was like, are they the same thing, or is it just because I was like, ooh, that thing's... Ah. Okay. But yeah, this is another big area, so like, it should, in theory, lead to getting a lot of progress done, honestly. Alright. Okay. Is it? Oh, it is. I was wondering. Alright. Try not to miss these specs, because if I do the majority of this floor and it'd be like, sorry, there's something you missed, and it's like some of these specs, that's going to annoy me. So we'll try to make sure we get all of those. Oh. I didn't even realize the Earth display wasn't even done. Oops. I legitimately didn't even realize that. That was funny. I was like, wait a minute, this thing I'm looking at that I'm not cleaning looks a little dirty, and sure enough I was like, oh. Alright. Okay. Then over here. Alright. Oh, Royson's got something else. Yeah, it's kind of like me. Being younger, I didn't appreciate either. And then once I got older and actually started learning about what I actually liked, I started appreciating it. Called Thea. Huh. Don't say. Okay. Alright. It doesn't look like anything too major that I've missed so far. I mean, obviously a few bits and bobs every now and then, but nothing too egregious. But yeah. Okay. Look it right here. Because I think that's the dirt that shows up right here. I think that's the part of the Milky Way floor, not the actual trim. Or at least that's what I think. I don't know for certain, though, I will say. Got the Milky Way floor trim that that had me tripped up a little bit. finally done. That's good. All right. So that's good. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, we're not even halfway done with the floor. Just, if anyone was wondering. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. But yeah, doing this massive floor, it'll probably be more or less the same thing once we actually do the ceiling and whatnot. So that's gonna be fun. 1,600. Okay. Was wondering how much money we had. Not enough to buy all of the attachments, but could either buy 2 of them or just 1. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. This right here. Oh, I bet you I'm going to need to do that. Oop. I hope that doesn't play a role. All right. Ooh, yeah, like a whole bunch right there. Hopefully that doesn't play a role. That would be so annoying. If that was like, sorry, bud. I like, need you to get this area. I'm like, really? Yeah, that would annoy me. Oh yeah, I see a whole bunch right here. It annoys me that I'm seeing it, but I'm making sure I'm getting it. Okay. All right. Better safe than sorry, as they say. It looks okay. All right. Very good. Okay. But yeah, trying to make my best effort to make sure these edges, which can be easily missed, I don't miss. Okay. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. All right. Making sure. Better safe than sorry, as they say. I was making sure those, I guess you want to say gaps, are taken care of. Oh, that would be so annoying if to finish this floor off, it was like, sorry, you need to find wherever the dirt is. I was like, where's the dirt? Okay. And it'd be like, I don't know. So. There we go. Very good. But so far, so good. looks mostly good. All right. All right. We'll make sure. That's what we're trying to avoid in these scenarios where the little gap dirt shows up. But I ain't about to have to try and sweep through there an additional time just because it's like, sorry. Okay, I think we're more or less good now on that side for the time being. Then okay. Oh yeah. Sure, we get that. Okay. Looking good. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Since we're at the halfway mark, and so that this probably don't turn into another 4-hour video, I think we're going to end it there. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind personally putting out 4-hour videos, but the last one was a 4-hour video, and this one's looking to be probably close to 4 hours, if nothing else. But as you can see, we're at the 50% mark, so we're almost done. So I want to try not to have every single video be like more than 2 hours. I'm okay with hour and a half, maybe 2 at most, but I don't want every video being 2+ hours. But, hope you enjoyed. I will definitely, be finishing up this one. So this will go when this video posts, it'll be on a Thursday, and then part 2 where I finish this job will go up on the Sunday after that Thursday. So with that being said, to those that watch this, I thank you. And trying something different instead of putting it all in one video, I was like, let's space it out just a tad. But that's gonna be it for me. Hope you enjoyed. Um the video where I put this out will come out later in the week, so don't worry. It'll get done. It's just yeah, I just like I said, I don't want every video to be like a marathon of a video. So thank you for your time. Hope you have a good one. And with that being said, here's a fun fact. Well, yeah, fun fact internet involving the universe. Remember, the next time when the universe doesn't make sense to you, it has no obligation to make sense to you. Till I next have your attention. Ta-ta.